1800s, North America was a continent of shifting boundaries and cultural turmoil. Mexico's hard-fought independence from Spain gave it claim to a vast swath of land. In Alta California, generations of people steeped in Catholic tradition lived an agrarian life centered around large family-owned ranchos. To the east, predominantly Anglo descendants of Protestant European settlers had a different culture and vision. Until the 1830s, most Anglo immigrants who moved into Mexico chose to blend in. But new arrivals, following what journalist John O'Sullivan termed America's manifest destiny, had a different mindset. The ensuing clash of cultures first broke out in Texas, where American settlers outnumbered Mexican nationals. Border disputes raged for the next decade, and when the United States formally annexed Texas, Mexico saw it as an act of war. America declared war first. The Mexican government, beset with internal struggles, had little choice but to respond in kind. The American attack was swift. Forces struck deep into the heart of Mexico, where fighting was fierce and prolonged. In California, Sonoma, Yerba Buena, and Monterrey surrendered peacefully. In Southern California, a handful of California Lancers fought bravely to delay America's conquest of their homeland. But by 1848, the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo ended the war. Mexico was compelled to cede nearly half its land, including Texas, New Mexico, and California, to the United States. By terms of the treaty, Mexicans in ceded lands could choose U.S. citizenship. Many did. Other terms of the treaty were not honored, and the ranchos slowly passed into American hands. The Californian struggle from here on would be to maintain their dignity and culture against a tide of foreign migration. In the same year the war ended, gold was discovered at Sutter's Mill in Central California. Word soon shot across the continent and around the world. The gold rush was on. Mexicans, many from gold fields near LA, staked claims. But discriminatory laws and violence expelled them. Once provincial Los Angeles suddenly blossomed as an economic hub, supplying the mines and boomtowns to the north with goods, services, and fresh beef. California's admission into the Union as a free state spurred steady migration from the east. The Gadsden Purchase finalized today's U.S. southern border. The subsequent outbreak of the Civil War in the United States displaced and relocated thousands. American progress soon continued on the first transcontinental railroad. Irish and Chinese laborers were brought in by the thousands to complete the overland route. The real estate boom along the rail lines brought newcomers into the Golden State. Agriculture boomed as the railroad made it possible for California farmers to export their produce to the east. With the completion of a second transcontinental route and rail lines in Mexico, California's population swelled with people of both cultures. By 1910, parts of downtown LA were as dense per square mile as New York City.